vlog or game fuel. What is up, guys? David here for another vloggity vlog, and I hope that every single one of you is having a wonderful day. And today I'm going to be talking about a topic that many of us car enthusiasts relate to a little too well. And what is that? Getting pulled over. This is how serious I am. Stopping without looking. It's like what Therese does in Too Fast, Too Furious, but okay. So, getting pulled over, what's it like? Well, if you've never been pulled over, this is what it's like. You'll have the same reaction on one hand, and then you'll have two different ways of reacting after that. First is, you get a little stomach drop. You go, oh crap. That's the feeling it is. Well, shucks. You see those lights come on, and then here's the two. One is, what? Why are you pulling me over? This is bullcrap. You should have no right to be pulling me over. I didn't do anything wrong. And then you realize you drive a modified car. The other reaction is, oh crap, I was doing something stupid. I probably deserve that. So with this and my experience in the past of being pulled over, I'm gonna tell you from my perspective how to handle being pulled over. So number one, always pull over as soon as you can. One time I got pulled over and I waited to be safe for the officer to go into a neighborhood. He was furious. He was like, how dare you not stop? I thought you were about to start running. I was like, dude, I was cruising at like 25, but all right. Officers have a very, very hard job when you think about it. I took 2 years of criminal justice, and to hear their perspective is very interesting. Oh, speaking of police, there's one right here. Cruise on by and clutch in. Okay, we're good. So basically, pull over as soon as you can, and also roll your window all the way down. The reason you don't want it like this or anywhere in between is that you need to let the officer know some ease and peace of mind that you have nothing to hide. You're not gonna reach for a weapon. You're not gonna do anything out of the ordinary to make his job scarier than it is. He needs to know that it's just a routine traffic stop and not, you know, he's not pulling over some drug lord or something. Because he doesn't know. When you get pulled over, he doesn't know who you are. He doesn't know what your intentions are or what you're gonna do. So have your window all the way down. And since I'm in a tuned car, I have to get gas, so BRB. Okay, I'm back. Oh yeah, we were talking about, oh yeah, cops. So what's next? If you get pulled over and the cop is walking towards you, make sure at all times, when he comes up, have your hands at 10 and 2. The reason you want your hands at 10 and 2 is because he can see your hands. And by doing that, you're not scruffling for your registration and your license. He doesn't know where you're getting. So your instinct is gonna tell you as soon as you get pulled over to start scruffling for your registration and your license. Don't. First, it makes you look like kind of paranoid and guilty because you're scrambling for everything. And two, he doesn't know. He don't know. One of the biggest mistakes I've ever done was scruffling around for my registration, and he came up with his hand on his Glock, and he was just like, dude, you're scaring me by doing that. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. So then there's the big one. How do you talk to the cop when he finally shows up? One word, respect. Do not fight him. Do not give him an attitude. Do not question really anything. Do not give him any crap, because if you really feel that way, fight it in court. It's not worth your time. The reason I say that is if the cop comes up, and he will say this 90% of the time, he will say, do you know why I pulled you over? It's the quote. Do you know why I pulled you over? And the best way to answer that is to not play dumb, but honestly, you don't know. You really don't know. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, sir, I don't. Because if you confess completely, you're gonna get the ticket. I'm just telling you. It's gonna happen. At the same time though, guys, don't lie. You cannot lie to a cop. They are not stupid. As much as you want them to think you are stupid, they are not stupid. I will even say to the point that during the Turbo Integra review, I had a GoPro strapped on the car, and we got pulled over, and he asked what we were up to because he thought we were hooning because of the simple fact that there was a GoPro on the car. Now you know why I rarely use GoPros. When you are talking to the officer, you just cannot make yourself stick out to the officer. You can't be one of those cases that stuck out to him so badly, like if you treated him bad, that he's going to show up to court. Because a lot of the times, due to time constraints, police, they just don't have time to go to court and, you know, get there to be a witness to a 3 to 5 over ticket. Usually they just be like, oh, whatever, he'll probably just go to driver's school or whatever. Also, be positive, don't ever seem nervous, keep calm, and just it's a no-brainer, guys. Don't act guilty. Just be calm and just talk to him. Always make sure that when you're reaching for your registration and that sort of thing as well, make sure that you tell him what you're doing. You know, I just need to grab my registration out of here or my back seat. It's that simple. My kind of saying is you always have to show the officer with respect, and whatever in between you say, put sir on both ends. So sir, blah, 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 sir. Sir, blah, 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 sir. You know, sir, I didn't know, sir. You just gotta show them the respect that honestly many police officers deserve. Do we as a whole, as car enthusiasts, get pulled over for stupid reasons? Absolutely. But does that mean that we need to get in their face and make everything 10 times harder for both of us? Absolutely not. They were hired to do their job, just how it is, but show them respect that you need to, and if it's really that bad, fight them in court. That easy. I mean, one of the main reasons I don't have, say, tint on my car is that here in Virginia, even if you have 35%, which is the legal limit, they'll still pull you over a lot just to check it. And that's just an excuse to get you pulled over. It's having little things like that that keeps you prepared from being pulled over more often. My last car, my black on black Mustang, was pulled over so many more times than this car. This car, you'd think with the bright color that it makes you stick out more to, you know, hello Officer Blue. But in reality, it was completely different. My last car, being completely blacked out, had a little bit of tint on the windows when we got the car, and that made me look suspicious. So sometimes as car enthusiasts, we kind of ask for it. Another classic way is, like I said before, be positive, and if you can, make them laugh. Seriously, we all know the stories of making officers laugh. Several stand-up guys have done, you know, told the stories of how they got out of a ticket. I mean, I think it was Gabriel Iglesias or somebody like that. They said, I made the officer laugh, so I got out of this outrageous ticket. Yeah, instead of calling them pigs or donut eaters, just be respectful. And they're not donuts. According to police officers I've talked to, they're power rings. So don't insult them. One time I was in Virginia Beach and I got pulled over, and he goes, son, do you know why I pulled you over? I said, absolutely not. I really wasn't doing anything wrong. I was maybe doing 5 over at the time, like a 45, something like that. And he goes, oh, well, in this car I expected you to be going light speed. And you know what David said? I said, sir, did you make a Star Wars reference? And David, being the nerd he was, and so was the cop, I had a very long Star Wars conversation with him, and I got out of the ticket. You have to realize they're people. Even some cops are nerds, and they don't want to hide it. But at the end of the day, we're all people. So with that closing statement, those are just a little bit of tips to how to handle being pulled over. And with that, the question of the day is, what is your worst pullover experience? Let me know in the comment section below. Can't wait to read these. And I will see you guys next time, and take it easy. Have a great day, and don't get pulled over. Vlog.